Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, then you're probably doing a bit of a review on this potential program right here. It's called the Ecom Formula, okay? Maybe you found this somewhere online. So what I'm going to do is over the next few minutes, I'm going to review this program for you, give you some pros and cons, what I think personally, and then you can decide whether you want to get in, invest in this program or not, okay? At the end, I'll give you potentially another solution, completely up to you if you want to check it out or not, all right? But the Ecom Formula, right? This is actually being sold on ClickBank, and literally this is the sales page right here. And if you go through the sales page, it's actually pretty hyped up, all right? So, you know, it's got some sort of clever code. I'm based in Malaysia. You could be based, you know, in the US or Australia or, you know, China or wherever you are. This will change based on your location. That's just clever coding, okay? And then it uses, you know, earn up to $42,000. So it uses some very, very big numbers, again, to hype it up, to try and get you to buy, basically, right? Now, if you watch the presentation itself, by the way, the sales page isn't that great. It's very, very simple. If you actually go through the presentation itself, it talks about how they're going to use e-commerce. You know, it talks about the numbers, how a lot of people are buying things, you know, products online and all that kind of stuff, and how you can leverage their software and this particular website to be able to siphon money out of the internet, right? So that you can make some of that money as well through e-commerce, okay? Now, here's the big problem that I have with this sales page. Okay, number one, they don't actually tell you the exact strategy that you're going to be using. Number two, it's extremely hypey throughout the entire thing from start to finish. They're talking about, you know, them making millions of dollars, like 1 million, 2 million. You know, someone in Vermont is making like $1,000 a day, which is all possible, by the way, but it's highly unlikely, okay? Because they're saying that you don't have to put in that much time. You know, you only need to put in like a couple of hours a day, which is complete horse crap, okay? Because any online business, I've been online for 9 years now, and I've tried a lot of different types of push button software, built multiple businesses online. There's no business out there where you can only put 2 hours a day and make $1 million a year. It's impossible, okay? Physically impossible for you to do that. You have to put in a lot of time and effort, build the business up, and then maybe eventually, in maybe 1 or 2 years time, when you know what you're doing, then it's possible. But right from the beginning, it's impossible, okay? No matter what business it is online, it's just simply impossible. It doesn't work that way, okay? So don't be fooled by programs like this. The third thing is that when it comes to actual strategy, right? Actually going after and being successful in e-commerce, it is extremely challenging. Let me explain why, okay? Depending on where you live in the world, there are a lot of very, very powerful and big e-commerce websites already in the market, right? So if you're in the US or you're in Australia or you're in the UK, Amazon and eBay are the biggest e-commerce players in those markets, right? For you to come in as a small player, okay, that nobody knows, nobody trusts, all right, in order for you to set up an e-commerce website and get people to buy from your site is extremely difficult, okay? The other problem with e-commerce is that the way that you make money is you basically take a product, okay, you sell it online, and you change the slight cost of the product so that you make the spread on the original cost versus the price that you quote online, okay? That spread is so small that it becomes a volume game. That means you have to sell a lot of product in order for you to generate a lot of profit. Does that make sense, right? Because you're not selling your own products, right? You're selling somebody else's products. So you have to basically charge a slightly higher price and you make the spread, okay? So in order for you to do that, you have to drive a lot of traffic to your e-commerce website, right? So driving a lot of traffic is fine, but you have to learn that skill, which can be quite difficult sometimes, okay? So it's not the easiest strategy. Yes, it's possible to make a lot of money from e-commerce, but it's very, very challenging to do that. Now, when I look at this website, now I've seen very good e-commerce trainings, okay? Most of the really, really good e-commerce products out there cost between $500 and $1,000, right? This one right here costs, I think, $39, $37, something like that, right? So the chances that the Ecom Formula, the chances that they're going to teach you strategies that are really good, very deep, and allow you to really learn how to do this properly is highly unlikely, okay? The other thing is that as I was going through this sales page, I saw a couple of guys that were doing testimonials, right? I've seen them before, okay? These guys are actors that are hired on Fiverr. This person who created this website probably paid them $5 or $10 to do a fake testimonial, and I've seen them multiple times on different sales pages that are also not really legit. Okay, so again, a lot of question marks about the the legitimacy of this particular sales page. I would just be really careful. Okay, so again, my my review on the Ecom Formula is that it's a little bit dodgy. I would not invest my money into this program. Again, the strategies that they're using, again, highly questionable. Okay, so here's what I would recommend instead, right? If you're here and you're looking to build some income online, I want to first tell you, first of all, that there's no such thing as easy riches on the internet, okay? It's possible to do very well, it's possible to make a lot of money, but understand that it's going to take three things, all right? It's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of effort on your part. That means you got to put in a lot of time, a lot of hours learning and implementing the business, okay? And the third thing is it requires investment, okay? If you want to build a real business online, you can't build it on $37 a month. It just doesn't work that way, right? You have to invest in your education, your mindset, your skills, and you also have to invest in your business, right? You have to have the right tools. You have to have the right things in place in order for you to move forward in your business, right? Imagine starting a restaurant without the restaurant. There's no way you could start it, right? Imagine starting a restaurant without the food, without the staff, without the kitchen equipment, without the tables and all that stuff. Now, all that stuff costs money, right? Because if you're setting up a real business, you have to set it up, right? You have to have the foundational tools in order to drive that business forward. If you don't have the food, if you don't have the restaurant, if you don't have the menus, if you don't have the waiters, how can you start a restaurant? You can't. Online business is exactly the same thing, okay? Don't let these sales pages trick you into thinking that all you need to do is spend $37 and all of a sudden you're gonna get rich. It doesn't work that way, okay? Now, if you're serious about earning a real income online, it's possible, but you have to have the right frame of mind, the right attitude before you even start something like this, okay? Now, I've been online for 9 years, right? 8 of the first 9 years, I struggled really badly because I was buying stuff like this. Started in network marketing, MLM, started buying ClickBank products online, was buying push button software, had no idea what I was doing, okay? And then about a year and a half ago, I met someone who basically explained to me what I'm telling you right now, all right? That it's not simple. You have to set up your business right. You have to have the right foundational tools. You have to work on one thing and one thing only, which is your marketing knowledge. If you understand how to market stuff online and you understand the psychology of why people buy things on the internet, then you could go out there and you could literally market anything you want, okay? You could market the Ecom Formula if you really wanted to. Now, I wouldn't do that because, again, it's a questionable product, right? But if you wanted to, you could, okay? If you wanted to market an MLM company, a network marketing business, if you wanted to market ClickBank products or JVZoo products, if you wanted to create your own digital products, you could do that, okay? Because now you understand how to promote and you understand marketing, which is very important, okay? So when I went through this program, I learned a few things. I learned all about traffic. I learned all about conversions, all about presentation, influence, posturing, and something called power. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's probably why you haven't made that much income online, okay? Now, the first 8 years struggling, the last year and a half, I've actually made tens of thousands of dollars, 100% online, and I've sold hundreds of products, 100% through the internet, globally, okay? Now, if you want to learn how to do that, then you have to focus on one thing, your skills, right? Now, if you want to get access to the same program that I went through, completely up to you, of course. All you have to do is click the link right below this video. You'll see a little link right there. It's going to lead you to my website. Go ahead and enter your best email address because I'm going to send you the information that shows you how I went from 8 years of failure to the last year and a half of really tremendous success. Now, how did I flip that? How did I flip the switch? I did exactly what I just explained to you. I focused on those 6 things that I just spoke about, right? So traffic, conversions, influence, power, presentation, and posture, okay? Very important, all right? And then on the next page, you're actually gonna see the program that I went through, okay? So go ahead, take your time, go through the page, go through the testimonials, if it resonates with you, if it makes sense, okay? And you think that this is something that you might wanna learn and take seriously, then I recommend that you just get in because it's an amazing program, okay? So again, my name is Aaron Chen. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Ecom Formula. Be very careful with what you decide to go, and what you decide to learn from online because there's a lot of dodgy stuff like this, okay? The only way that you're really going to do this is if you improve your marketing skills. And that I can promise you, because again, someone who's been failing for so long, 8 years, and finally figured this out, that's what I had to change. I had to change my mindset. I had to change my marketing skills, okay? All the best in your business, by the way. Take care. Good luck. Speak to you soon.